What's up, Fit Family? This is Will Harris, founder of Will Powered Fitness and creator of the Will Powered Way. Today's video is going to be very quick. We're going to talk about 10 tools that you can use for the new year 2016 to make sure that you start your fitness goals off on the right foot. Okay, so let's start off with goal number one, which is surround yourself with fitness. And when I say surround yourself with fitness, I mean surround yourself with fitness enthusiasts. Surround yourself with people who actually work out. People who are passionate about working out. They're passionate about talking about fitness. It's going to put you in a mindset of positivity, and positivity breeds results. You want to create a support circle, okay? Family, friends, co-workers, whoever it is that actually works out, and they're going to support your goal. They're going to support your journey in working out. So you want to make sure that the people that you have around you are not spreading any negativity whatsoever. Which brings me into the next subject, naysayers. Me personally, I am never pessimistic about anything. I can always see the good in a situation that may be bad. Having that mindset is just going to get you that much closer to your goal, because instead of looking at opposition, you see things as an opportunity. And then lastly, you want to follow any kind of motivational speakers, any kind of inspirational, fitness stories or fitness journeys, anything like that. Google, YouTube, Instagram, so on and so forth. So that's number one. Number two, you want to create a fitness forecast. Now, a fitness forecast is a calendar, right? So you have a goal, you have where you start, and then you have where you want to end, wherever that is, okay? You want to have a specific date, a specific time that you're going to actually achieve that goal. You can't just say, hey, I want to lose 30 pounds and I'll just lose it, whenever I can, as fast as I can. No, it doesn't work like that. Healthy weight loss is 1 to 2 pounds a week. If you want to put on muscle, you can put on about a lean pound of muscle within 4 to 5 weeks. Okay, so just use that timeline, plug your goal into it, and that's going to be your fitness forecast. How much can you lose realistically? I'm not going to tell you that you're going to lose 20 pounds in 20 days. That's not realistic, okay? And I'm also not going to coddle you either, okay? I'm going to tell you that you can meet the goal, you can achieve the goal. This is a lifestyle change, it's not a quick fix. So be prepared to do the work. And number three, the end result. You focus on the end result. You don't focus on the task at hand, because obviously we know it's hard to do, which is what a lot of people do. They get frustrated, they give up. You don't focus on the task, you focus on the goal. Every single time that you work out, you focus on that workout, the workout is done, then you move to the next day, you focus on that workout, so on and so forth. Number three, you want to set metrics. So when I say metrics, just what I went into a few moments ago. How many pounds, how many inches, how much percent in body fat do I want to lose? So you have to have an idea of where you are. So you have to get your body fat measured. You have to get tape circumference measurements done. And you need to weigh in every single week. You cannot hide from the scale. You need to weigh in every single week, same day of the week. How much lean muscle do I want to gain? If you want to put on muscle, same thing goes for you. You just can't eat a bunch of calories and expect miraculously that this is going to turn into muscle. It does not work like that. Number four, I see this happen a lot with my clients, with other people. If you create a program, you got to stick to the script. That means that if your program is 8 weeks long, you don't get 3 weeks in, see it's not working, your body is not changing, and then all of a sudden you want to change it up. It doesn't work like that. If it's 8 weeks, stick to the 8 weeks. You have to create some consistency. When it's consistent, that's when you will start to see some changes. And then from that, that's when you can move on to the next cycle, whatever that is. Number five, very important. Before you go food shopping, make sure you go in your refrigerator, make sure you go in the cabinets, clean all of that out. everything that's in the cabinet that's unhealthy, everything that's in the refrigerator that's old, you need to get rid of that. And it's unhealthy, you have to let it go. You don't want any temptation in the house, because on days like this, when there's a snowstorm, or when there was a snowstorm, you are more susceptible to eating junk food throughout the day. So we don't want to have that temptation lying around. That's number 5. Number 6, you want to also tell people about your goal. You want to tell people about the program. You can't hide it. You don't want to hide from fitness. If you're hiding, that means that you can't be held accountable. And if you can't be held accountable, you will never get to a goal. So tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, tell everybody on Instagram, tell people on Facebook, get people involved. Because the more people you get involved, the bigger your support circle. There's going to be people in the beginning, they're going to say, oh, well, you're not going to lose the weight. You did this before. Here we go again. She's always talking about losing weight and, hashtag fitness, blase, blase, blah. People are going to be pessimistic. It is what it is. But you have to tell people about what you're trying to do, because sometimes you can use that hate for fuel, okay, to get you that much faster to the goal. 7, you want to keep an online food journal, or you want to have pen and pad, like I do sometimes, old school, or you want to keep a visual blog of your meals every single day. So I have clients, they fall into 3 categories. Either your client A, you have MyFitnessPal, Live Strong, whatever it is, Lose It app, whatever it is that you like to use to track and catalog all the calories that you take in. Fantastic. Then there's client B. They don't want to do anything on the phone. They don't want to do anything on computers, but they're old school. They don't mind writing things down. That's great, all right? If it's not broke, don't fix it. Then there's the latter. There's people who don't want to write anything down. They don't want to go on a computer. They're not logging anything on their phones. It's not happening. So for people like that, I have them take pictures of their food. So that means every single thing that you put in your mouth, that you eat, you're going to take a picture of. You're going to send that to me. Now, if you don't have a personal trainer, you need to send that to a friend, someone that's going to hold you accountable. If you don't have that, post that to your social media page and show everybody exactly what you're eating. And you should also keep that in a blog. Create a blog, or keep it in your phone in a folder, whatever you have to do. But you have to see what you're eating every single day. Because if you weigh in this week, Monday, tomorrow, and let's say, for example, you're 165. Then you weigh in next week and you're 168. You can go back into your visual blog and see exactly where you went wrong. Okay? Keep that in mind. Number 8. You want to pick up where you left off. This is a very, very good point. Pick up where you left off every single meal. I don't know why people assume that just because they had a Snickers bar, or they had, some unhealthy foods, or mom cooked and, she just went ham. You know what? I already had a bad meal. I might as well just eat, bad meals for the rest of the day. It does not work like that. If your last meal was a bad meal, that's cool, right? Eat the meal, enjoy it for that moment, get rid of it, get it out of your mind. Go right back to the nutritional program that you should be on, okay? That's it. Every day is not Groundhog Day. You're not going to get up and do the same thing over and over and over, because what we're trying to do is we're trying to create good habits. We're trying to form good habits. So if you ate something that you shouldn't have eaten, you're an adult, deal with it, okay? But let it go. Okay? Don't use that as a tool to say, okay, well, now I'm just going to eat whatever I feel like eating, or the latter, or it's, you know what, I've been doing really well for the last 3 days. I've been working out. I've been drinking a lot of water. Yeah, I've been doing really well. I'm going to go ahead and eat whatever I want today. It doesn't work like that. The body does not work like that. Okay? You need to give it time to cleanse itself, get rid of all the toxins, all the garbage that you were accustomed to eating, and now you have to replace that with good quality foods. So please stop playing yourself. Number 9. Oh, excuse me. Let me back up a little bit. One last thing. When you're eating a meal, please eat like an adult. Eat like an adult. Don't eat cereal. Don't eat like a kid. We're not eating Pop-Tarts. We're not eating little bagels. Like, we're eating real meals. You know, you get up for breakfast, you have a real meal. If you can't eat breakfast, then you have a shake. Replace that with a protein shake or a protein smoothie. Then you have lunch. You have a real lunch. Okay, you don't have a bag of chips. You're not going to have like 12 pretzels and a handful of peanuts. It does not work like that. So please, when you eat meals, eat real meals. Okay, and when you eat real meals, okay, the body's going to use that as fuel. Just because you're eating a meal doesn't necessarily mean you're going to gain weight. The more you eat, the more weight you will actually lose. I'll go into that in another time. Number 9, you want to switch your program every 6 to 8 months or so. Okay, if you are proficient in a particular movement pattern. So what that means is, without getting too crazy, if you can barely do a body weight squat on your own, you squat down, your knees are tracking over your toes, your heels are rising up when you squat, your legs are abducting, they're turning out when you squat, your knees are breaking in, whatever it is, these are all called muscular imbalances. Why would I give you a barbell to put on your neck and squat with weight if you cannot properly squat on your own? I see too many people in the gym, too many people online, too many people on YouTube and everywhere else doing all these crazy, stupid workouts, and they have no business doing them in the first place. And even though they may look cool, they're dangerous. And you cannot teach your body a particular movement pattern if you haven't mastered your own body weight. It will not work. So before you move on to doing something crazy because you saw your favorite Instagram workout enthusiast or your favorite Instagram personal trainer, I'll go into that later on, take a note from me. Do things the right way. Focus on movement. Do not focus on weight. The weight will come. First, focus on movement proficiency. And lastly, excuse me, let me go back for a second. Just to piggyback off that. If you're asking, well, okay, well, how am I supposed to move? What's movement proficiency? Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Every single workout should have 5 basic principles. It should be a push movement, should be a pull movement, should be a squat or a hinge movement, and a carry. Okay. Now, I don't have enough time to explain all of the movement patterns that you should be doing within these 5 basic groups. However, you do have Google. You can look online the same way you look up, different types of exercises and programs. Make sure you're incorporating every single one of these movements into your program. Okay. Lastly, you have to find joy in working out. If you're the type of person that does not like to work out, that's perfectly fine. But you have to find joy in something. A class, yoga, Pilates, boxing, whatever. Small group training. Partner up with a group of people if you can't do it on your own. Hire a personal trainer. You can partner up with a friend. I don't know. Work out at home, in front of the TV. Do whatever the hell you want to do. But you have to find enjoyment in it. If you don't, you will never meet your goal. You will never meet the goal if you always hate working out. Okay, so these are my 10 quick tips. I tried to be as brief and as quick as possible. If you want more information, feel free to drop me a line. I'm going to drop my contact info at the bottom of this video. And I'll be uploading videos once a week as well. So if you have an idea or if you have any questions about an exercise or a program or anything under the sun in relation to fitness, feel free to drop a line. And I may just focus on that the next video I shoot next week Sunday. Alrighty? Be well and stay fit. Thank you.